You
I
start
think
with
so.
one fate and one persona, yes, and with this I'd like to welcome everyone watching to Tales of the Guard Issue 1, Like a Bridge Over Troubled Mites. It is the start of our Mouse Guard campaign with David. Just say
Hi
hello.
everyone.
Casper
Hello.
and Oliver.
Hi.
And me, I'm Tim. I run this game. Hopefully good. So, yeah, we're playing the Mouse Guard role-playing game by Luke Crane based on the David Peterson comics, and as this is a comic book game, this game will be run in issues. And yeah, why don't we start with introducing our patrol and the mice in it, but everyone knows who we're talking about. Maybe starting with the patrol leader.
We should start with the patrol leader. That's me. I'm Marlon. I'm a very old mouse with an age of 54, and well, I've done a lot of patrols, and I got a new Tenderpaw, who is present in this patrol as well. So let's see if we can get him through the first seasons unharmed.
Do you want to talk about your belief and instinct?
Okay. So my belief is the Mouse Guard is about working together. So we need each other to survive. The last Tenderpaw I didn't think about that. My goal is I will make sure Willow survives his first patrol and returns home unharmed. Well, I hope. And my instinct is always try to hide when trouble arises. Some of us won't make it otherwise.
It should be noted that I'm Willow, now that he mentioned his goal to protect me.
Okay, should I continue or Willow?
No, go ahead. Tenderpaw go last.
Okay.
What discrimination?
I'm Liam, also known as Wild Liam.
Why Liam?
Yeah, this will come up next. I'm very young for Patrol Guard, which is a experienced Mouse Guard member. I was sent into the wildlands by the guard captain Connor, who does not like me very much, and I guess he thought I will not survive, but I came back. And I even now wear a cloak made out of weasel hide, which I gathered myself. My belief is that if you depend on others, you will get killed. So I'm a mouse that depends on itself. And my instinct is to always face danger.
I think one of the reasons they gave me that mouse is because they wanted me to calm him down a bit.
Yeah, and
Perhaps.
and I think also Gwendolyn, the matriarch of the guard, also said, okay, he's been through a lot. He's probably some are seeing him as maybe dangerous or a little crazy. Not saying that you are, just maybe a bit of your reputation.
Little.
And so they gave him to you so that you can relax and calm down and get back reacquainted into the guard.
Yeah. We'll see.
Okay, Willow.
Willow? Yes, that's me. A 14-year-old blonde mouse. I'm the Tenderpaw, being tutored by Marlin. My belief is that strength comes from unity. Only through concerted effort will we prevail. And my instinct is to seek help at the first sign of trouble.
And
I should what?
We should also mention that Marlin is your uncle.
Oh yeah, Marlin is my uncle. Yes.
Yeah, but he doesn't know it. He doesn't know it, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know that you're.
Perhaps I have to
you're-
explain a little bit more. You think I'm your uncle? Yes, that's right.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, but
We leave it at that for now.
yeah, let's do that.
If you saw any posts about this campaign, you know what is going on. If not, like you can probably guess it by now, but we will see if it comes up in game and what happens then.
Oh yeah, one last thing.
Yes.
I have a pet cricket called Gemini that follows me around. That's pretty important, actually.
And because you're a Tenderpaw, you don't actually have a cloak.
No, yeah, I don't have it, but this picture was awesome, and it had a spear, or sort of. Looks like a needle. But yeah.
Okay, so it is springtime in the mouse territories, and winter is gone. It has been wrapped up, and the mouse roads are like usable again. Things are looking up for everyone, and so you're sent out on a routine mission actually. So Marlin knows that this is something that needs to be done like every year or every second year, and is usually given out to less experienced patrol leaders, but you're pretty sure like it's given to you so you can train your Tenderpaw, and also for Liam to have like an easy way into his year in the regular guard again. And so your mission was you have two missions on your patrol. You're sent to Shaleburrow, Barkstone, Elmoss, and Sprucetuck to deliver mail, and also to look after the bridge between Elmoss and Sprucetuck that gets threatened through winter and early winter floods regularly. So if there's any repairs to be done, you should go there and oversee them and protect them if anything is going wrong. So the mission is clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
should we pick goals?
Yes, that is what we do now. We write goals.
Okay.
And an easy goal would be to pick like to protect all the mail, or to make sure that the bridge is okay. One of you should pick at least one of these goals so that the core mission is looked after. You others can choose another goal, or can choose like a personal goal or a mission-related goal.
Okay.
Okay, I think I'll go with the male part.
Okay.
So
These Tenderpaws are always so enthusiastic.
So I could take the bridge. What is it? Protect the bridge, or
Mostly like to protect the workers that are
protect
so that
the
like
workers.
if there's an animal attack.
Oh,
or
this
eagle attack.
sounds perfectly for me. So I will protect the workers. I will see that no harm comes to the workers.
Okay.
So the mail is a heavy pouch, or was it how big is it?
The mail is actually like a big bag, but you have like or like a big rucksack full of stuff that you have, and then in there are like little smaller bags with like all the letters and some like presents or gifts that mice are sending to each other.
So
And some of them were like collected from the other side of the territories, but like winter came early and they couldn't be gotten to the other towns already, or were brought from early patrols.
Okay. So Willow is carrying them, yes?
yeah,
Okay.
my goal is to carry and protect the male.
It's very important, Willow. mail is not worth risking your life. If you need to run fast, drop the mail. We can always retrieve it later.
Okay, and Marlin, your goal is to protect Willow?
Yeah.
Okay, so you set out into the wilderness and to see what happens if you make it all the way through without anything happening to you. It's the Pathfinder test to get all the way to the bridge building site and later to Sprucetuck. And since it's still early in the season and it's quite a lot of days of travel, it's an opt for Pathfinder test to get all the way there safely.
Okay. Pathfinder test. Sounds like me.
But be careful. Don't go too far ahead, Liam.
Okay. No problem.
Should
I will see to it that we don't lose our way. So how does it work?
So how it works is that you make a Pathfinder test rolling d6 equal to your skill in Pathfinder.
Okay.
And you can ask the others for help or refuse it, and you can use your traits to help or hinder you. You should always be looking for ways to hinder yourself with your traits to get checks for the player's turn.
Oh yeah. We should probably also.
Okay. Traits to hinder me.
Yeah. To hinder yourself, like you describe how the trait is getting you into trouble, how it's making your job harder, and you subtract 1 die from your roll, and you get 1 check for the player's turn.
Okay. So I guess.
Actually,
yeah, you should maybe, or if you're next to your fate and persona point, maybe keep track of how many checks you have.
Okay.
Or use the counter on the other side if you have it activated, like one of those.
And I can ask others for help. So I don't see how my traits could help me.
I can't help you either because I haven't got Pathfinder as a skill, so I can't help you.
Okay. Yeah, and I guess because I'm depending mostly on myself, I won't ask anyone for help.
Okay, cool.
That's fair.
And because I'm fearless, I think I won't always choose the path that will get us around dangerous situations, so that might get us in trouble.
That's not good.
Definitely.
Okay, I subtract 1 die from the roll, and I get a check where? Fate?
You get it. No, just a check later for the player's turn.
And where do I note it down? The check?
In the character sheet, there's beside your traits, there's a little column called checks.
Okay.
Yeah. I would on yours. I would just put it on the dice stream text, next to your persona point and hit points.
So I don't need to know that the check comes for fearless.
Not really. That makes no.
Okay, I put access beside persona.
Okay, sure.
Good. So now I roll my check. Do I know how hard it is, or?
Yeah, it's a difficulty 4 Pathfinder test.
Oh, this is hard.
Yeah, but failing is fun, and also you need to fail a test anyway to make
okay. Okay, I roll the test. Oh, so I have only 1 success. The 4 is a success. The 1 and the 2 are no successes.
They are traitors.
Traitors. So that's not enough. Okay.
So Liam is guiding you through the wilderness, always taking the fastest route and leaving you through dangerous territory, but he's actually doing a really good job with it, and you like make it through. You can make it easily to Shaleburrow and to Barkstone, like stay the night there. But as you have like just left from Barkstone, also so basically like there's like a 4-page, there's like one page, 4 panels with like there's like a panel of you in the wilderness like going somewhere dangerous, like sneaking past a sleeping animal of some kind, and then like a panel of you in a town handing mail and getting like celebrated as heroes and getting a warm welcome from the mice in Shaleburrow. And then like you again like sneaking through some underbrush and like briars with like big thorns. You get to Barkstone, there like people get their mail, they're like some of them are a bit annoyed that you're so late, but in general like people are happy to see you. And then yeah, you leave Barkstone, you are going through the wilderness, and suddenly there's a big shadow over you. Like we see the mouse from above, there's a big shadow over you, and you turn around, and there's a big ass reddish creature over you, a fox cup, and it's looking at you like it's like turning its head like expectantly, and then pounces at you because there are these little funny mice, and like your weapon are reflecting sunlight, and it totally wants to play with you.
I immediately jump with a yelp behind Marlin.
Run for cover! Run for cover!
Yes, yes.
I take a step forward and ready my axe.
Oh, no.
You already said they are running.
Oh, the patrol leader chooses.
And he not chooses, but if like someone says like we do X, then like that's like basically okay, you are committed to doing that.
Well, we're not running from the scene, you know, like totally fleeing, but the first thing is take cover, so he can't jump us. So,
okay, but you want to avoid the conflict with it. Basically,
yeah.
like you don't want to attack it. Okay, so you're making like a mouse nature test with like running and hiding against the nature of the young fox.
Okay.
It's playful nature.
So I'm leading the way, I think.
Yeah.
So I would roll that.
Yeah.
And,
Okay. I'm totally going to help there.
I have a nature of 6,
Yeah.
and I'm a very old mouse.
Yeah,
No?
I have a nature of 5, but that doesn't matter much.
But there's one problem. I'm pretty old for a mouse, so I'm not the fastest. So I will subtract 1 of the dice and give me a check.
You could also give me 2 dice and get 2 checks.
No
do
way.
Do that. No, please.
You want that? Okay. Okay.
Yes, because
I take 2 checks and give. I take 2 checks and give the game master 2 dice.
Okay.
Liam, do you want to help me flee the scene?
Not really.
Ah, those
I
young mice.
totally want to help you. By darting around and looking for shelter.
You are a good pawn.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm rolling now.
Yeah. You can wait. You can wait.
So if I give you 2 dice, I don't subtract 1 of my own. Is that correct?
That is correct. And I roll first, so then you can decide if you like want to invoke another trait of yourself or like spend a persona point or something. So I roll decently enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
5 successes. Okay. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So let's see. I have 7 dice. So
I told you it was a stupid idea to give them those 2 extra dice.
those young mice. Okay, I have 2 successes.
You should have spent persona.
That's not much.
That's not much.
Okay, so here's what happens. Marlin, like you are basically running away from it like pretty straight. So it kind of ignores you. Then there's Liam, and like you have your axe out anyway. You try to take a whack at it. You probably hit it, but it's not really that concerned by it. Like it's really young, it doesn't care so much. But then there's this other mouse, and it's like running like circles and around, and that looks really fun to this young wolf cub. But like thinks, okay, like I can play with that. And then also you have this rucksack on your back, makes it also more interesting. So it like grabs, like it snaps at you, like directly gets the rucksack like on your back,
Oh.
and has like this between its teeth, like here, and you are like hanging in front of its mouth, and you're like making little noises, and then it like runs off.
With who? With Marlin?
No, with you.
With me?
With you.
The fox has Willow. Oh my god.
Says Willow.
Lion, do something! Do something! Okay.
I jump the fox cub and attack it so I can free Willow from its mouth.
Okay, so
That sounds like a hunter test.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanted to poke it in the eye with my spear. But go.
Okay, hunter test. Hunter test is.
Oh no! Oh wait! Actually, I was. Like no! Can I check with that? No, let's go.
So now we want to confront it.
Isn't it a fighter test?
Oh yeah, make a fighter test. That would
Okay.
that would
For
also
what?
work.
For what? I just need to understand what's going on.
I want to attack the fox cub to free you.
I want to help you.
Okay.
By poking it with my spear.
Oh no! Like I think this is what happens. Like it grabs him. Like you are running after it. You like take a whack at it. Like it has its tail is like wagging, and you hit its tail, and then it yelps, and it runs away like even further, and it's out of your sight.
With Willow.
With Willow.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
What have you done, Liam? Did you see what you do? We have to go after him. We have to find Willow.
Yeah,
All this
keep cool,
because of your
Marlin.
ruthless aggression here. No time for talking. Go after it now.
Yeah, I will track it. It's no problem at all.
Can I say something?
Yes. Like
So while I'm stubbornly clutching the male.
Let me just tell you like basically what happens. Like,
Okay.
can you imagine like you like imagine like yourself with like a big bag on yourself, and like someone just like lifting you up by the bag.
Yes.
Yeah, and this is this, but you're like in his like directly in front of its mouth, and like you are like getting completely engulfed in like its breath and everything.
The male gets wet.
Is Jiminy
You
following
can-
me? Or is he following Marlin and Liam?
I think he's somewhere like nearby, probably. I think he's not
Okay.
abandoning you that easily.
Okay.
Okay.
But I would give you this. You can slip out of there if you let go of the male. Like you can slip out of your rucksack.
Shit, no. No. Never.
Okay.
Instead, I propose one thing.
Okay.
I want to stab it with my spear in the nose.
Like taking and going like this. Like,
I'm hanging in my arms in the back, and I'm like looking up, and I take my spear and I try to yank it up its nose to make it
Okay.
let me go. Can I do that?
you can do that.
What is that?
But you will make a fighter test against its nature.
Whoa.
That's a very bad idea. I could succeed. I have one die.
Oh, I think there's the second tender paw I will lose.
Yes. So, damn it. Okay. Nevertheless, that's what I do.
Okay.
There's always plan B, which is abandoning the mail.
Plan B. Tracking the fox.
Yes.
And that's Hunter.
Yeah. But it's only an OB1 hunter test to follow the trail.
Okay.
It's a wolf cub, right?
Yeah.
No, fox.
Fox cub.
It's a fox.
Okay, because you said wolf at some point, and I got really confused.
I have a strong history of confusing wolf and foxes when talking about stuff. Like even now, I have it in my mind. I mix up these words often in Mouse Guard for some reason.
It's
a wolf.
Okay.
It's a wolf?
No, it's a fox. See? See? Terrible. It's a fox.
It's a fox.
There is a small symbol in the roadmap to remind you. I added a new roadmap for us, so we can see where we are.
Roadmap.
Okay. So, do you roll first before I decide whether or not to spend a persona point?
I roll first, yes.
Roll nothing. Turn them up blank.
Okay, so you're not invoking one of your traits.
I think that's really, really hard. No. I'll totally give it +2 die. No, I can't. No, because I'm a hard worker. I'm an extrovert, and I'm curious, and I have a really, really curious could actually get me distracted. But yes, that happens.
What happens?
I want to get 2 checks because I'll get totally distracted. This is the first time I've seen a fox, and it's just like so exciting and terrifying at the same time. So could I give it a +2 dice for being distracted by it? By this experience?
I'll allow it.
Yes.
That's how you get into trouble in this game. So I roll 2 successes actually.
2? Fair enough.
I rolled 2 successes.
That's beatable.
You rolled what? 2?
2 successes.
Okay, I spend a persona point.
Yeah, 2 successes. It's 1 6.
I'll spend a persona point.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dice. Yes, all correct.
Okay.
When you spend a persona point, then you add your nature
Yes.
for your big heroic moment.
Yes.
Stabbing a wolf in the
No,
nose.
this is important because if I manage to get this roll, I go from fighter 1 to fighter 2.
Yes.
I get that 1 success that I need to improve. So let's do that. I'll totally spend that 1 persona point that I have. And shit. How many dice is that? And oh, that will give me 6 dice all in all.
Cool. Sadly, no one can help you.
3.
Yes.
Okay, so basically there's like this panel of you stabbing it in the nose. Then there's a panel of you like it going going on its hind leg, being really confused, opening its mouth. The first panels of you falling down.
Do I land on the mail?
Yeah, you still have the mail on your back. Like there's this panel of you falling to the ground like from a really big height. And then there's this long panel on the side where it's like you hitting like multiple big leaves and stuff that like ease your falling down, like, and then you like tumble down to the ground, but you're not really hurt. You are probably hurt, but you're not injured in that sense or anything.
Oh yeah, I'm bashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back to the other 2 mice. You're following the fox trail.
Yeah, and we're really
Oh,
speeding.
it's just abandoning me, or are you just cutting
It's running
trees?
away. It's running away.
Okay.
Just one question. My failed fighter check. Did I don't? Was this no? I did no.
There was no
fighter
test.
check. Ah, okay, there was no test. Okay. And the Pathfinder check had, which was failed. Should I note down a fail?
Yes.
Yes, you write down when you fail a roll, even if you succeed in the fiction because you get a condition, you still mark it as a failure.
Okay.
You mark what you wrote, not what happened, because then it would get confusing.
Okay, we're really speeding up finding Willow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have Hunter? Should I hunt?
Let me do this.
Oh,
You failed warning us the first time. I will take care of this now.
Okay.
You can
Then
help if you want.
I will help you.
But
So
please be quiet.
So you
But
go,
be fast.
Liam, do the thing, and then he starts, and you're like, no, I do it myself.
Yeah. I will do it myself.
Can I make myself findable? Because I'll probably try to find them as well.
We will get to that.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
Marlon, what are you doing?
I'm trying to find him, like following the wolf tracks that are there, the fox tracks that are there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty experienced out in the wild because I'm an old fur, so I'm going to take +1 dice.
Okay.
And are you helping me with Hunter?
Yes.
Okay.
So
that's-
wait. You are testing Hunter yourself?
Yeah.
So you are following the trails, and then how are you helping Liam? What do you do to help?
I think I will help by I will look out for perhaps dropped mail or broken broken roots, or I don't know. I will just help with the tracks, looking for
Do you have scouts?
stuff. Yeah, I have scout.
Yeah. Okay. Then it sounds more like scout, but that will help.
Yeah, okay.
You could also potentially help by general fox information, or predators when they are confused, they'll probably run home, so we shouldn't go too far because there could be its mommy and information like that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but you are looking for extra clues.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm using scout. What do I need to tell him? So do you just get 1 die?
You would
Extra.
in a physical game you would hand him one of your dice to
Okay.
roll, which is actually on a psychological level really great because you're feeling like you're actually helping him by handing him one of your dice. He's not taking an extra dice from his, you are giving him one of yours.
Mm-hmm.
It's psychological, really powerful, I found.
We just could say that the aiding dice is always the rightmost dice. Something like that.
Yeah, that too, to see how successful your help was, but I was literally talking just about the action of giving them one of your dice.
Okay.
But sure.
Okay, Liam, hurry up. And we have 4 successes.
Yes.
Yeah, 4 successes.
That's amazing.
So yeah, you just followed this big trail of disturbed plants and nature that the fox left, and then find Willow after a short while. Maybe still sitting on his back, holding his head.
Hi.
Looking through the mail, everything is okay.
I protected the mail. I protected the mail.
Where is the man? Are you okay? Are you harmed?
I'm okay.
Turn
I'm
around.
okay.
I look around for the fox.
I drove it off. I showed the tip of my spear.
Yeah, it's full with fox snort.
And I look for extra fox tracks. Not that the mother of the cub is around and gets our scan. We should head back to the trail and carry on. Not that the mother will find us.
Okay, that was a close one. We have the mail. Willow is unharmed. let's go.
Yeah,
Okay.
you need to pay more attention to the track, so that something like this does not happen again.
I have more attention to the. We will speak about that. Once we arrived in Elmoss, we will speak about that one.
Yeah, okay. I carry on with my pathfinding
Yeah.
to
You
Elmoss.
you make it safely to Elmoss, and yeah, Marlin. Yeah, you are pretty well known there. Like you have been there so often.
Well,
And you are from there, so
Willow, Liam, the good news is, we can stay at my parents' house if you want to. What do you mean with
It's okay.
That's good news. My mom makes really, really good grain soup.
so what is the bad news?
Okay, I understood that.
That's
Willow,
okay. I
we
like
can
grain
stay
soup.
at my parents' house.
Grain soup is fine.
Okay. Boy, I get to meet your parents. Wait, they must be old.
They are pretty old. Please speak very loudly and have some respect.
Oh, yeah, I'm good at that.
Okay. So we reached Elmoss. That's good. So the bridge is between is the bridge where I put it in the roadmap between Sprucetuck and Elmoss?
Let me look at it.
Mm.
I need to click on the right thing. Looks like it. Yeah, basically there.
Okay.
Yeah. So you spent the night at the house of Marlin's parents. They tell you a lot of stories about when he was younger and the things that he got up to, and how he maybe how he always dreamt about being in the guard. And there's a lot of things that are clearly exaggerated. Like that one time he defended the whole town with just another mouse together from 7 weasels.
That was 44 seasons ago. This is pretty embarrassing.
That was probably just 2 ferrets or something.
I'm sitting beside the fireplace and I'm sharpening my axe so that it will be ready.
You're sitting in the shadows and
okay.
Yeah.
We can continue to the bridge at the next day.
Okay, next day on the bridge.
Oh yeah, totally.
Of course, we deliver the mail.
Yeah, you deliver the mail.
Is there a town official that you give the mail to, or do we actually deliver it in person to each and every one?
No. There's a big gathering of all the mice. There's probably someone when the first one sees you there, they're running into the town and telling everyone that the guard is back, and then they're all and that mail is coming, and they're all gathering around and do I get it? And then there's some who don't get a letter from someone. That is sad.
We will make a big show about that, how useful the mouse guard is. You can read out the names, Willow.
Peter the Harvester.
Is Peter the Harvester here? That is.
So
And after we have done everything before we are going on, I'm going to tell to Willow, mail delivery is just as important as fighting our enemies. And much safer.
The saddest part, however, about mail delivery is when you should deliver a mail and the mouse has died over the winter. It's now the second time that this happened. On your travel this time. There was one other mouse, but it moved away. Oh yeah, there was actually one mouse that moved away. Apparently she wanted to get to copperwood.
Oh.
So we just switch backs or what? With the mail? So we just take the letters to her and put it into another bag?
No, I think
We're not
copperwood is.
Depends on you what you want to do.
I think copperwood is not on our route because
No, but it's actually it's a short detour.
No, we can't take a detour. We must protect the workers.
Yeah, no,
They're depending
on
on
our way
us.
home to Lockhaven.
on our
Okay.
way home. Yeah.
On
That's
our way
okay.
home. So the fastest route would be to go from Sprucetuck to Elmoss again, and then to Ivydale, and then to Lockhaven. But instead of going directly to Ivydale, we could just go to Copperwood first, and then we could go to Ivydale.
But
From Copperwood.
it would be much faster if we just go through the wild from the bridge to Copperwood, so we don't need to go back to Elmoss. That would save us much time.
That is an interesting idea. We could go through the dangerous wild, or we could take the safe path. Let's think about that after we have been. Yeah, let's think about that after we have been at the bridge.
Yeah. The mouse is Harris, and he is he's still pretty young, and he everyone always said how strong he is, and he felt like all his skills were not really that useful in Elmoss, like as a harvester of moss or something. So he went to Copperwood to work in the mines there. That's what they tell you.
He might not even be alive.
What was his name?
Harris.
Harris?
Harris. H-R-R-H. A-R-I-S. Letters are harder. Okay, so in the middle of the next day, you even as you're approaching the site where the bridge should be, as at least Marlin knows, you already see that there are a lot of mice are collected there, and there's a big commotion going on. So as you get closer, there are about 15 mice.
Where? From at the bridge?
At the bridge, yeah.
Okay.
What's going on?
Say there are 8 mice going on. There are 8 mice, and they are standing in a half circle, and between them there are two lady mice, and they are clearly arguing. So the first one, imagine there's this big panel where you see everything going on from a bird's eye perspective, and then there's a panel looking at one of them. It's a female mouse. She's wearing actually pretty nice clothes. She has these little mice glasses on her nose, and she looks pretty clever how she looks at everyone. And Liam can tell that she's clearly from Sprucetuck, from the kind of clothes that she's wearing. Okay. And she's saying, "You don't understand! The user contraction is inherently flawed. If we adapt my new plans, the bridge will hold for years. We will work harder on it, and then we don't need to work on that ever again." But then there's another mouse, standing there, and she seems to be in charge of the workers, and she's standing there like this all is not interesting to her. She's clearly in charge, and she seems from what you can get, she's clearly in charge of all the worker mice there. And she's saying, "Whatever you say, the Elmoss mice always built a bridge like that. Be thankful that we do all this work for you. All of us want to build the bridge like we always do. It's traditional. We all have a life and task to get back in Elmoss. Spending extra time and effort on this bridge will hurt us all and might get us killed if something comes through here."
Dear gentle mice?
They're parting for you, making way, clearly looking at you.
Come on, guys.
I follow.
Dear gentle mice, my name is Patrol Leader Mullen. This is Patrol Guard Liam and Willow. What's going on here? What's the problem?
I was sent by all of Sprucetuck to present my new plans for a bridge that we worked on over the winter, and she's rolling out some pergament, showing really difficult looking construction. But we think we analyzed what always happens when the flood comes through, and we think this new construction would hold much better and would hold for years, but all the others don't want us to build this. And they want, yeah, because, like, look at this. This will take like twice the time, and we need to get back. We need to harvest for ourselves. We can't spend all this time building bridges.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
One moment, please. Liam, Willow,
Yep.
come over here. Let's have a 6 mice talk. So, I think we should go. We should support as the mouse guard. I think it's clearly obvious that we have to support the old way.
But I think she has a point with the new plans. If it's only twice as much work and will hold for years, it sounds good to me.
But Liam, we always have built bridges like that.
Yeah,
And
but
it
because
always
the
works.
new way is better. We
What
won't
do
see.
you?
No,
Okay.
no.
What do you think, Willow, as my tender paw? I have taught. What do you think of the situation? And your answer will be noted down.
Clearly, asking the tender paw is the right thing to do.
It is very important to get his opinion on things.
Do you say that out loud? The
Yeah.
last part? Okay. In that case, I think we should at least look at the plans.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
It's just if we need to rebuild this bridge more or less every year, then spending twice as much time on it this year for it to last several years instead of one. That seems like a pretty good idea to me.
Okay. I put that down, Willow. We will talk about that once we have reached Sprucetuck.
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 Okay.
Okay,
One
then
hour.
let's return to the mice.
Yeah.
Well.
Also, just remember, like, your word is law in the wild, so you can clearly order them around.
Are there any disadvantages for taking double the amount of time? Like, is there an imminent threat, like a flood or something?
Weather
Or is
whatsoever.
there weather actually something that would make a good argument for not taking double the amount of time? Tim.
Not that you know, like, now that everything has cleared up, like, weather is usually pretty okay. Like, usually a bit later in the spring you get rain and things like that. But there's always the danger of young animals that are not born, or of animals like that had hibernated and are now looking for new food.
Okay.
We will
So-
And
protect
if
the
you take
workers.
twice as much time, like, migrating birds might come back.
So
Oh,
we have spoken about the situation, and we think
Yeah,
We
you're looking
could-
at you expectantly.
we could give the new way a chance, and we will help. We will stay here, protect the workers, so everything can go its way and nothing goes wrong, and we will give you a hand where we can.
So what happens is that Melissa, the engineer mice from Sprucetuck, she jumps up and down. She's really excited and she hugs you. But all the Elmoss worker mice, they're like standing together. They're mumbling. They're clearly not happy about this. And like one of them is, do we need these Sprucetuck mice? And another is like, I guess the guard can take the way over the can take the way over the river if there's something needed. Like, for whom do we build this anyway?
Hmm. So are those Elmoss mice?
Yeah, the Elmoss, man, they're clearly not happy about this.
Okay.
I want to change that, actually,
Sure. What do you do?
because I'm a pretty good orator,
Yeah.
and I want to go to the Elmoss mice and hold an inspirational speech, like mice have to work together. The fate of micedom is dependent on us all. One paw in another paw, one mouse for another mouse, like something like that.
Okay.
Do not ask what one mouse can do for your hometown, but what all mice can do for all the
other.
territories.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay. Make an orator test.
And,
Where's the
and,
stone?
then,
Okay.
and then zoom directly into this one little bridge again.
Okay. This is a small bridge for one mouse,
No.
but a huge step for micehood. Okay. I'm going. I have orator 3, and
You're rolling
I've-
against your will.
I'm old fur, so
Yep.
I might make the impression that I'm pretty experienced.
Didn't you use that before to help you already?
What?
Why?
Again?
When you tracked him down, didn't you use it to help you?
Yeah, but I have old for 2. I can use it
Ah,
every roll.
vote for 2.
I can use it every roll.
Old power gamer.
Power game.
Literally.
That was a
old.
compliment, by the way.
Okay.
Not a...
Is there any? Can one of you two help me with the speech?
That depends. I have the Deceiver and Persuader, but
Perhaps with Persuader or Deceiver, you could clap at the right moments.
Perhaps no. No, I remember this will not help. I don't think I have anything to help. Deceiver isn't the right thing here. But
Do you have any
actually,
matching... You go ahead.
Actually, sorry, but the way you could help could be after the speech. You don't actually have to do something at the speech. It's like a situation, right? So after he held the speech, we could like maybe go around, talk a little bit with people, and give maybe a little bit better reason that's not just like inspirational to actually doing this.
You
Just
could
by
also,
being-
if you have a matching crafting skill, like use informations from that. Or if you have a wise that is matching.
No.
Okay.
Can I use traits?
No.
Okay. No,
Do you
then
want
I
to
think
use-
I can't help.
Okay.
Okay.
Marlon, you want to use a trait against you?
No.
Okay.
I have tender paw wise. So actually, I'm pretty good at teaching somebody the truth. So can I use tender paw wise to make me?
No.
Okay. It was worth a
That's a
try.
bit far stretched.
I have 3 successes.
Okay. I have 1 success.
Yes.
Okay, that should calm the situation a bit, and we could start with the work.
Okay. Do you want to lead the work or just protect them while stuff's going on?
Well, I think we're here for protecting,
Yeah.
but if they can use any help with carpenting, I think I'm gonna help out a little bit.
Yeah. Like looking especially at Liam here for its goal.
Yeah, I will definitely protect them and not do any work. I will watch out for wild
Okay.
animals. Yeah, and such stuff, and perhaps distract animals on the way here. Lead for plant false trails they follow. Something like that.
Okay. How about that? Like making traps. Did you say making traps?
No. Traps. I thought about making false trails. So
Okay.
I don't want to hunt the animals. I want to lead them in the false direction, away from the bridge. away
Yeah.
from the workers.
Yeah, but that would still will be a hunter test.
Okay.
Um,
Perhaps Willow can help me.
Probably not, because I don't have hunter.
2, 4.
Do you have scout?
No.
No.
Holy
Okay.
shit, that's actually really hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow,
Well,
that's like a really hard test. But
well,
okay.
perhaps Willow, you could accompany him nonetheless. Try to learn something, if that is okay with you, Lime. Because Willow has to learn these things. Liam,
What? Sorry?
is it okay if Willow accompanies you because he has to learn these things?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay,
Oh, no,
I
but
will teach him.
Do you know what? Actually, I think like this would be like you are. Oh no, forget what I said. That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I spend a persona point to use my nature with the
You
roll?
can, but like wait before I give you the obstacle.
Okay. You just you roll first, yes?
No, I just give you an obstacle.
Okay.
How many
good.
successes you need?
Yeah, and this will be really hard to be safe. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
what?
Because lure by natural order, it's insect, small fish, bat, weasel, beaver, fox, coyote, wolf, bear. So I even like to get a fox where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do just want. I don't know if by type of animal and lure by natural order to be combined or not. Let me just check that really fast.
I think he doesn't want to lure them. He just wants to set false trails.
Yeah, but I think like that is a lure in the wrong direction. That's how I interpreted that. But I might be
What skill is he
understanding you
using?
wrong.
What skill is he using?
Hunter.
Hunter. I'm using Hunter. So you're telling me that's really hard to make false
think-
trails.
And now let's make this an op4 test, maybe.
Up 4. So that
Yeah.
means you will be rolling 4 dice.
No, you need 4 successes.
I
You
need
need
4
4 successes.
successes.
Let's
Okay.
make it an op4 before I get completely confused by this. I will just set this obstacle.
Okay, 4 successes. I only have 2 Hunter dice, so I will use my nature.
Okay.
So 1 persona gun. Adding nature. Nature is let me see. I have nature 4, so that makes
6 dice.
6 dice. Oh, perhaps I need to use a fate point later. We will see. Okay,
Oh!
I can't mark them. Why can't I mark them?
That looks tasty.
I have 3 successes, and there are 2 6s. And if I remember correctly, spending a fate point lets me re-roll the 6s.
Right. So just like click the d6 2 times. Should add 1 to.
And I need to spend the fate point. I
Yes.
hope this is worth it.
I hope to.
I'm adding 2 dice. Another 6.
Oh! Roll one more. One more.
No!
But you had 4.
You had 4. You did it.
You
No,
did
You
it.
did it.
4 successes. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
There's some nights we can clearly hear animal noises going around, but they're always going around, not at you. So you protected them quite good. And before the bridge was like basically like they go look for a branch that has like fallen over and like transport it over and like put it on like basically put it on the chasm that is there and like work on it a bit. But this is like an actual bridge that is getting built. It's still like made of wood and not like the super viable like super duper construction. but looks way more like an actual bridge and looks really safe.
Cool.
And with this, we get into the player's turn.
We survived.
You survived.
Okay, so
now.
And no one got a condition.
did we already move on to?
You can move to Sprucetuck still for your Pathfinder test, so that is okay.
Okay. So how many checks do you guys?
I have
You
2
all get
extra.
one more check just for it being the player's turn. And let me just really quick put on my light.
I have 3 checks all in all. How many do you have, Marlon?
3.
Okay, so I can give one of my checks to Liam, because otherwise we can only use 2 anyway. And
What about those checks? I need to be
Reminded.
Okay.
reminded about.
In the player's turn, you get to drive the story, and every time, you can spend a check basically to do something like to have the spotlight on you, and to make a test.
Okay.
So you can use tests to go places, to meet people, to buy things, to make equipment, to fulfill your goals, to go on crazy adventures of your own choosing, or make a circus test to find a crazy adventure and then fulfill it with your checks. You're in the driver's seat now as a group.
Tell him how he gets checks. Explain how you get checks.
Oh yeah.
He actually has 2. He impeded himself to get another check.
Yes. You get checks by hurting yourself with your traits in the GM's turn.
Yeah, okay, I did this one time, so I have this bonus check.
Yeah.
Yes, so you have 2.
I wrote it down. It's on my.
And 2 things. When you have checks, you can't go twice in a row. So if you have way more checks than other people, and you either need to get they go to waste, or then you can give your checks to other people, and then they can go, and you can go, and they can go, and you can go.
So is protecting the workers now done, or why did
Basically,
we?
Yeah.
Basically,
yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I had to spend such a bonus check to get my goal fulfilled.
No.
No,
No,
you
no,
already
that was-
fulfilled your goal, I think.
That was during the GM's turn. We
I
did
was
the
from-
bridge thing.
Yeah, but for example, if Willow wants to deliver the rest of the mail, this one letter, if he feels really that is really important, he could spend a check and go to Coverwood and to then deliver the mail.
Oh shit! You want
Or someone else. Yeah, I'm just saying you probably need to circle up the mouse.
Circle out the mouse.
Yeah, you need to circle up the mouse. You will need to spend a check to do that. I'm just gonna tell you before you make any other plans.
Okay, fair enough. I totally want to do that. To do that. Okay, so just out of a technicality, I think Marlon and I should go first because we have the more checks.
Yeah.
So, but I really think that we should. I want to wait with doing that until we are ready to leave this place.
Yeah.
So because I don't want to go off alone.
So just to tell you, Sprucetuck, as Liam knows, that is where he's from, and it's a town of mice scientists.
Yeah.
Basically, they create the scent border on the western side of the territories that keeps predators away. Because they think it's marked by another predator, and it's not really ungood for them. And it's built into the spruce tree, and it's basically circling up and up and up, and the poorer you are in the hierarchy, the higher up you need to live. And they are because they're really good at making medicine, but they also need the healing moss, like the moss and Elmoss has like really good healing qualities, so there's a lot of trade going on between them in that regard.
Mhm.
And maybe I find more information somewhere. Let's see. Sequence of the characters. Let's see.
So what could I do with my bonus check?
Well, first of all,
yeah.
we have to get to Sprucetuck.
Oh,
I will let you get to Sprucetuck for free for your Pathfinder check.
okay.
Like that was part of it. Like you like basically you finish the bridge. There's a bit of a celebration going on, and then like the Elmoss mice make their way back, and you make your way to Sprucetuck.
Okay.
So, at least, yeah,
So-
you can spend a check like, to get equipment or like to.
Do you want me to go first? Because I have something we could do.
You have something to do.
You should do something.
Well, it's during the way we were going to Sprucetuck. Because Willow told that he's not very experienced with pathfinding or something like that.
Yeah.
And now we have only a short way left for our mission. I would say, Liam, perhaps we can slow the thing a bit down and show Willow a little bit of the trade. Like, come here, Willow. Down to the ground. Just sniff that. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I can show him. So you want me to show him pathfinding? Yes.
Well, I would instruct Willow, but I would use your help because you're an experienced pathfinder.
We can do that. It's very important to find the right path.
So I would use instructor to teach Willow pathfinding, and let Liam help me with this.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you need to roll against my nature, right?
Yeah. So is that possible, Tim?
Yeah, totally. That's like
Okay.
one of the premier things you can do.
I get. Oh yeah, and I really want to use my trait hard worker now,
But you
but I
can't.
can't. Yes, I can. I can do it to resist. No, I can't.
No,
that doesn't
no,
make
you
sense.
can't.
Okay, so I'm using instructor.
Yes.
I have 4. I'm a veteran mouse. I'm old fur, so I'm using that for bonus dice. That's 5. And Liam, are you helping me? What are you showing Willow?
Can I help?
I will.
Just a second.
I will help.
But you're tenderpaw wise.
I am tenderpaw wise. That's 6, yes. And Liam is helping. That's 7.
Yes.
Yeah, so how are you helping, Liam?
Yeah, for sure. I will show how to pick the right path and which way to take and which not, and what are the signs for predators and stuff like this. So the young tenderpaw will know what to avoid and which signs to search.
So Marlon, as you are tenderpaw wise, what is the secret technique to teaching tenderpaws things?
Repeat everything 2 or 3 times. So Liam's teaching him
7
something,
successes in a
and
row.
then I'm repeating it. Like, Willow, do you see that small hill on the left side? That's actually fox poop. It's not a hill. From last season. Like, things like that. And then I'm going to roll. Let's see.
And I roll 2.
Oh my god.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No. It's a simple. It's not a versus test. The orb it's the nature. Use current nature rating as obstacle.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh wait, Willow, just a second. Yeah. You spend persona point to tap your nature for fighting the fox, right?
Yes, but I succeeded.
Yeah, but your nature gets taxed by 1 anyway.
It does?
Yes. If you spend persona to add to your roll, your nature gets taxed by 1.
Are you sure? I think
Yes.
it's.
I'm 100% sure. That's like the cost to doing it.
No, I thought that the cost was that if you spend persona point to tax your nature outside of your nature, then you lose one. Then you lose one per success that you lacked.
Yeah, this is if you fail, but even if you succeed, there's a cost to doing it.
Okay, I get.
And on Liam, the same thing because you also tapped nature.
So my nature is
Did
now
everyone
now
tap
1
nature?
point down. Yes.
Yes. I don't remember, Marlon, if you did in your
No.
origin test. Okay. Yeah, you still have your persona point.
So there's no chance I can re-roll the roll. No, that's right.
Yeah, but his
right?
nature.
How high is your nature, Willow?
It's 4 now, but Tim is right. I just looked it up. So it's 4 now because it was taxed.
Okay,
My favorite 3 words.
I didn't succeed in that one.
Okay, so you spend all day teaching him the stuff, and as you get to Sprucetuck, you realize you and Liam, you're all pretty hungry. You're both pretty hungry.
So perhaps we could stay with my parents. They haven't seen me for a while. They will be curious what happened to me.
And Willow, because he succeeded with the condition, you get the test actually. Just so you know.
Okay. Okay, I mark it.
I'm a merciful.
Well,
So now I need 3 more to actually get instructor.
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder.
Oh yeah, Pathfinder. Sorry.
You could also buy the core rulebook.
I have.
I have an idea for my bonus check, I guess. So if we're staying with my parents.
Yeah, your parents will feed you, like they will, like in the fiction, feed the others, but they need to like get their own stuff to eat, like they will find like something somewhere else to eat too.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think like
when
it
you
only
sleep with
applies
your
to it only applies to yourself.
Yes, so you are automatically cured of the hungry and thirsty condition and the tired condition, I think.
Yes.
Agree.
Okay.
So what are your parents like?
Oh, my parents are normally very distracted with their map making, and they're not really into this feeding little mice stuff. But I guess they will make a exception for me, and I guess they also did not see me in this condition. So with the weasel fur cloak and stuff, they
I
haven't
think
seen me
they're,
for
like,
a long while.
I think like they're opening like the door to you, and like at first they don't recognize you, and then they're like really happy because for a while they thought you were dead.
Yeah.
Because no one heard of you, and like the only thing was like you were sent into the wild territories, and like they're really happy you're still alive. But they also have like problems showing it. I think like you get the feeling that they're really relieved, but like probably like as you're eating, everyone is really quiet.
Okay. So
Does that make sense to you?
yeah, this makes totally sense. I've changed. I guess I've changed. So I'm thinking about asking them for maps with my bonus check. Would this be appropriate? So if we will make the shortcut between Sprucetuck and Copperwood, perhaps they have a map of the area in between that will help us get there faster. And could this something be I get with my bonus check?
I think you can, but the problem is like your father is like yeah, of course, and he looks through there's like this big shelf with all these maps, and he's like looking through them. They're like flying like they're like flying everywhere. And then he's like, oh yeah, here's one. And he like rolls it up. Oh, that's the really good one. I think we have another. Like he rolls it back, puts it somewhere, and looks everywhere, but he realizes there's no other map of that area, and so they only made the one really good one.
Mm-hmm.
Because like who's crazy enough like to go there, because like there's nothing, and there are these nice roads you can take and stuff. So there's only this one map, but he's willing to give it to you, but like he's a bit unsure on how to say, but he's like he clearly wants you like to leave him a bit of money at least.
Yeah, perhaps I could make a quick copy of the map with the important stuff.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, so I will make this.
Is
You
that
make a
cartography check or something like that?
Yeah, cartographer.
Yeah.
um
Couldn't his father assist?
yeah, totally. So it's an I think just to get this like 1, 2. It's an op-free test, but you get help from your father actually. I think from both. You get helping dice from both.
So 2 helping dice from my parents.
Yeah, and like you are copying, and it's like you are like 8 again, and they are correcting you, and your mother is criticizing that you are always drawing too fast and how untidy it looks, and you are reminded of why you left your home.
Okay.
But that is okay. Like this is how I imagine it.
If you invited us to your parents' house, we didn't stay there for long. Like, Willow, I think we have to go.
Yes. Yes.
Let's go. You can catch me online.
Perhaps can I use wild country wise?
How?
Yeah, I know the wild, and this is somewhat a wild area between the known paths. So
I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Okay, that's a bit of a stretch.
But the wild country is a place. It's not a type of terrain. It's
okay. I was just trying. I did know this, but I wanted to
Can't
try.
hurt to try.
So it's a op 3, yes?
It's op 3.
What could I do? Can I use my rational trait, because I'm concentrating on the important parts, and rational will help me pick them.
Yes.
Okay, this gives me 1 die. Okay, and I need to mark off the rational because it's only 1.
Yes.
Okay, so I have 6 dice. Let's see.
You should have a 100% chance to succeed.
Yeah.
No, you can always fail everything.
Yeah, but it's like 50-50 on every die, so it's not really true, but
I have 3 successes.
Cool. So you get a detailed map of these Sprucetuck copperwood trails. Yeah. And also there's like over there's like one area that is marked like danger weasels.
Oh.
And like it's a bit of an older map, but there's like a secret entrance to the dark cavern, like the weasel underground kingdom that you managed to like drove off in the weasel wars, also like in that area. It's like if you would imagine like a direct line between Sprucetuck and Copperwood.
Yeah.
It's like in the middle of that line, and then a bit to the south, like to the southeast.
Okay, we stay north, and everything is fine.
Yeah.
So was this my bonus check, or?
Yeah, that's your first check.
So do I have to mark it off now, or?
Yeah, just realize that you have one more.
Pardon?
Yeah, you have. You had one check from earlier, and you get one check from the player's turn, just so that you can do anything.
Uh-huh.
So, and like checks are not like that important to note. Like just note how many you have for this player's turn, and after that it's like not important anymore.
Okay, so I
just
have
realize
to.
that you can go once more.
Okay, so I don't mark anything. I
Yeah,
just
no. You
leave it
just
there.
you mark a successful cartographer test.
Ah, yes. Okay, a success. This is good. Okay.
I have no money.
So Willow, what do you want to do?
I want to find lodging for the night, so I can find a place to sleep, and it's an up to test I can see from resources, but I only have resources 1.
Well,
You can still try.
I can still try, but I will fail, and it won't give me
So let me ask this: like, why do you want to do that?
because didn't you say I was tired?
No, you are not. You
we're
were.
hungry and thirsty.
Oh, that's much better because that's an up 1.
So you go buy something to eat.
Yes, I will go out. I'll go find an inn or something, a tavern, and I'm going to get something to eat.
Well, I would accompany you.
Yes.
Okay,
Because you need to do it
choose
alone.
the tavern, Willow, but
There's only
choose
one.
wisely.
There's
Your
only one.
choice will be noted down.
Okay.
But since I'm paying for, I will pay for some stuff, so I would aid you if I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Abilities can aid abilities. So okay. So is this now when I make up a tavern name?
Yeah. Do that. And give me a 2-panel description of the tavern.
Oh shit. Okay. So okay. So you said this was close to the Send border, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And a scientist town.
Okay. So okay, scientist town. Fair enough. So there's this in the first panel. There's this waving board outside the tavern. You know, the classic one. The board with the name of the tavern on it. It's the Boiling Cauldron. And it's just like waving. It's like this black, what's it called, cast iron cauldron with some boiling green stuff in it, which is not really good. And
This
inside, and this was one.
So this is your choice. And I make a small note.
I'm just.
Do you have a little checkboard?
I have a little notebook, clipboard, and a coal splinter where I mark progress for my tender paw.
Yeah, and then at the end of the year you hand it in to Gwendolyn.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Okay, and looking inside, there's some drunken mice playing music on some small instruments and singing merrily.
Yeah, I was.
That's the other panel.
Okay, and then in the other another panel in the other corner there are two mice. They're wearing like basically lab coats, and one of them has like a singed ear, and they are discussing why their experiment went wrong.
Okay, should I? I'm going to roll now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, 1 success. So I'm no longer hungry and thirsty, right?
Yes.
Can I mark that off as well?
No.
Since we found a tavern?
Question.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, we found a tavern where we can eat and drink, so...
Yeah, but like he only paid for himself. That's the thing. Like he fed himself. Like he elected to only feed himself.
So I have to spend a check to...
Yeah.
So basically, what you're doing is that you're handing me pocket change because you know that I have no money. That's what you did.
I think if you are buying two, I feel like you are both ordering, and then Willow comes a little short, and you hand him like, or you maybe you have like the wrong currency with you.
Okay.
Like Willow has the wrong currency, and you hand him like some other coins he can pay.
I'm going to do the next check and simply eat something as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, now I have a really stupid question, because
Yes.
I just passed a roll, and I had resources 1.
Yes.
That doesn't mean it advances, right?
No, it does.
It does?
Yes.
Well, I gave you way too much money.
You now learn to pay better attention to currency.
Okay, fair enough.
Because there are a few different currencies in use in the territories, and like especially in Sprucetuck, they're really like careful about what they accept. And
yeah, they use the same currency as Copperwood, right? And Iverdale.
Yeah, sure, why not? And then you had like Barkstone money for some reason.
Okay.
And they just don't bother with that.
Okay. I'm going to spend my next check eating something as well, ordering something in the tavern. I have to roll resources, is that correct?
Yeah, and it's up 1.
Okay. That worked pretty good. Pretty well.
How much resources do you have?
6.
All of them.
You have all the resources, okay. Okay, just one thing.
So do you want to go Willow Marlin and then Liam Willow Marlin or something like that?
So how many checks do you have left?
I have 2.
I have 1.
You have 1?
Liam?
I have 1, but I guess I have none left, or do I?
No, you have 1. You have 1 left.
Okay, I have 1.
You get 1 for free.
Then,
you gain 1 for free, and you gained 1 by hurting yourself.
Okay.
And Marlin, did you hand in the one?
I had 3 checks, and I spent 2. 1 for
you instructed.
And 1 for the resources, eating at the tavern.
I
So
should just let you pay attention and focus myself on it.
what could I do with the last check? I don't.
I just because I have 2 and the other of you have 1 each.
Maybe you have a discussion about what you if you're going to Copperwood or not.
Oh yeah. Should I? Do I need to persuade you to go the round to Copperwood, Marlin?
But
so
let's have that scene first, and then we will see like if you need to test.
Okay, so we meet in the tavern again. Liam joins us.
Yeah.
On the next morning.
Liam, we're over here. Here, Liam, take this. Take a grain corn for breakfast.
Yeah, what's up? I've gathered some maps of the area between Sprucetuck and Copperwood, so we can totally avoid the entrance to the underground Weasel Kingdom and go directly to Copperwood. It's no problem at all.
Could you stop planting those weird ideas into the head of Willow?
What weird ideas? It's the most direct way, and we save much time by not taking the roads.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, the roads are unsafe too. You've seen we run in that Fox Cup, and we were using the roads, and so there's no real difference in going through the wild.
Well, actually, it was you choosing the pass, but it is our duty to deliver the mail. That is correct. So, Willow, what you are carrying the mail. What do you want? Get out my notebook.
No pressure. No pressure.
No pressure.
I think that are we in a hurry?
Well, actually, we have fulfilled our current mission. We have helped with rebuilding of the bridge, and we have delivered all the mails to the 4 mouse towns. So we have no very important current mission at the moment, Willow.
So do we have time to go around the to take the road?
That would take twice. How long would it take, Liam? What do you say? Twice as much time?
Around? Yeah, at least twice as much time.
What is that in days?
Oh, let me see. I don't know. Tim?
One.
Master guy?
So it's like it's like 3 days to take the roads, and it's like 1 long day of travel through the wild.
Yeah, we can make it in 1 day, I guess, through the wild, and we need 3 times as long using the roads.
What was that about the Weasel Underground?
It's not. I can show you on the map, and here it's in the south, and we will go north. So there's no real possibility that we will run into Weasel.
Okay. So I think we can take the way to Copperwood.
Then I think that we should go directly.
I think we should take the streets.
So now you need to.
It's much more safer.
You need to.
There is no time pressure there. We should take the streets. The safe passes.
I
think you have to persuade me because I really want to keep you safe.
Okay, but it will be against your persuader because you want me to do something else.
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
This is hard.
Should I present a case? Okay, so I totally go somewhere and I use my hard worker to write down some very, very elaborate argument, and that doesn't make sense. So no. Okay, so yeah.
You can just as a word of it, like of strategy, you can make a simple test, and you are quite likely to fail.
Yes.
So you could also make it conflict and hope to get a bit of a compromise.
So we go. So what? No.
You would still fail, but you could get a little bit of your stuff.
No, so I'm just going to make a test.
Okay.
So.
I think I would have chosen the way through the wilderness if you hadn't mentioned the Weasel Underground.
Okay. So, but if we go through the wild, okay. Remember, I'm very curious here. If we go through the wild, I'll get more experience. Right? And I really want to see it. I really want to do it.
This is an experience you only have to make in years to come.
But don't I need the experience before we get into trouble?
Well, but this could be trouble. You're absolutely right. You need experience before you get into trouble, like getting involved with the weasels.
Do I roll now or something?
Yeah, you both
Okay,
roll
fair
now.
Could I use my curious there to sound really, really earnest? I want to make it, but I won't.
The
Okay, I'm
problem
just
is
going
like that your argument is like more hurting your case
Yeah, okay.
in that.
Okay, roll it.
I got 2. It didn't clear the first 2.
Okay, I have.
I got 1. I got 1. A 1 and a 6. Sorry.
So, I'm going to use my veteran status with Old Fur, and then I have 4 dice.
Yes.
I have 2 dice, 2 successes.
Okay, I mark a failure, and you mark a...
You could spend fate.
I don't want to spend fate on that.
Okay. So I'm the patrol leader, and it is
David?
set. We're taking
David?
the pass. Yeah.
Oh.
Would you be okay with him like getting angry and you agreeing to it? Like because like twists and conditions and stuff like are weird with
Okay. I'm doing the following. So are you getting angry, Willow?
No,
Okay,
actually, no.
we have a problem here. I see how nervous you are, and you think my decision is the decision of an old mouse. I will show you how wrong you are, and you will see firsthand in what troubles we get. We will go through the territories, not using the passes. You will see. I have warned you. I have warned you. And Liam, if we get into trouble, you're going to be responsible as well. And I am going to note this down.
Oh well.
Okay.
Am I angry? I could totally be angry. I'm good.
Yeah.
Show him I can
No,
fend
that
for
was like
myself.
the
Then I can still check a successful persuader test, but
yes.
we have chosen to go through the wildness then.
Yes.
Within this. Okay.
Like I offered you that because I think like that would be cooler in a sense.
No
Because
problem.
And you should totally at one point like make an administrator test to like write the report about him for Gwendolyn.
Well, actually, I have nothing in this administrator, so everything I'm going to note down are like little mouse paws or something, because I'm not going to hand anything in. It's just for intimidation.
Just for effect.
Okay. I was because it was just looking at the skills and I
So
thought
that was your last.
No, I
Yeah,
have
okay.
one more, but I
everyone
can't.
has one check now.
So
And rest assured, I will use mine to disangrify myself.
Liam, if you want to use your last check to bring us to town, I would use my check in Sprucetuck.
My check to bring us to Copperwood or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I will do that.
Okay, so you get a helping die from your map.
Okay, so let me do my one check first, because it's in Sprucetuck, and then we can leave.
Okay.
Because Willow,
Yes.
Sprucetuck is famous for you have to know your territories. Willow, Sprucetuck is famous for
It is famous for
the
scientists in lab coats.
exactly. And what does every good patrol mouse get while it's in Sprucetuck?
Food.
No, soap. It's soap.
Soap.
Of course. If you wash yourself before you go on patrol, you have much less scent, and it's way difficult for all the animals to track you down. I told you this about 2 weeks ago.
It's like anti-scent soap.
Okay, so let's buy some soap. So that's my check.
Awesome.
They have,
Awesome.
if they really have like scent borders and preparing the scent, they must have something like soap here that disguises the scent or something.
Yeah, it's like anti-scent soap.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
make it
exactly.
smell like nothing.
Soap made from the fat of deer.
Deer
But they
fat soap.
somehow-
So
Okay.
what do I roll
Isn't soap
on?
made from fat?
You roll a resource test
Okay.
with the difficulty of 3 because it's uncommon, because it's common and well made or complicated.
Yeah, but you're
Okay.
rich beyond compare. So go ahead.
And, do you buy it just for yourself or for everyone?
Does that change the obstacle roll?
Yes, it would change the obstacle.
I would try to get it for everyone.
Okay, then it's up 4.
Up 4, okay. Is somebody at home? Can somebody help me?
I
It's
can. Yeah, but if we help you, we are bounded by the by the bad stuff as well.
Yeah, it's your decision. So do you want to?
Is it really expensive?
It's not so cheap.
Yeah, it's not. The problem with it is that it's not that expensive, but it's like rare, like to find enough that someone will sell you. That's the problem, basically.
Okay. Okay, so we have to chime a lot of doorbells.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Okay.
know my way around in Sprucetuck because I'm from Sprucetuck. Will that help?
That would be a big help.
Yeah,
Only-
that would be helping with resources for sure. Yeah.
Okay, I do that.
Okay,
If
Willow,
he-
you.
Yeah, I will totally help you look around.
Can I suggest a help for you?
Yes.
Of course.
I suggest that you look like weak and in need of help so that they can make a better argument for them selling because they need to protect their poor Thunderpaw.
So basically, I have to drag myself through the dirt.
Or something.
You know that.
Okay, then let's see. 4 successes are needed. And we have 5.
Oh.
Amazing. So you have total cool anti-scent soap.
Okay, so we can note that down under gear, yes?
Yes, you can all note that down under gear. And you can basically like at any point like catch that in when it's relevant, like saying you have used it, and then use it like as a gear bonus for something.
Okay.
Okay, then get us out of here.
I get us out of here, yes. So that's again a Pathfinder test, I guess.
Yeah,
And I get 1 bonus die from the map.
you get a bonus die for the map. So it's nearby, but it's overgrown or washed out. So it's because I think like there used to be a way there once, but it like got destroyed in the Diesel War and things like that.
Okay.
But there's an old trail, and like this is on the map basically. So it's 1, 2, no, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's an op 3 to get there.
Okay. So can somebody help me?
No, sorry.
No.
Oh, we can only help with Pathfinder, yes.
Pathfinder, Scout, Imagine Wise.
I could help with Scout.
Okay,
So,
this
like,
would be good.
climbing up some trees, having a lookout. Okay, we're still in the right direction. And then coming back down again.
Okay.
Can I use survivalist or anything? Or
On-
doesn't that make sense at all to assist with?
I think like you only need like a long day journey. Like you.
Oh yeah,
it would
okay,
be
fair
longer,
enough.
If it would be longer, you could potentially. But not in that case.
So I have I remembered I did not use Fearless as a bonus die. I did use Fearless to hinder me, so I still could use Fearless to help me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and because we are going through very dangerous territory, I guess Fearless will certainly help me.
Yeah. You look at the map and you realize there's a shortcut, and you just let's take it.
So that's another die. One moment. Did I click one too much? I have 4 die of Pathfinder, 1 die from
The map.
Marlin, and 1 die from Fearless.
And 1
6.
from the map.
What? 1
1
from
the map.
So I'm at 7 die.
Looks doable.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
You totally pathfind the shit out of this path.
Yes.
And you arrive in Barkstone. Let me give you a brief Barkstone description. Copperwood. Sorry. Oh yeah, Copperwood is...
Did you see that, Willow? That is a good Pathfinder.
They have a copper mine. I know that.
So we went through the dark heather?
No, you didn't. You went past it, like clearly away from it.
Yeah, because that would have been terrible if he had failed.
Right.
There's still a few weasels actually living down there.
So Copperwood is one of the largest and oldest cities in the territory, and has had many trade represented, and a fair trade of harvesting, milling, and carpentry. But the largest trade by far is in mining and smithing of metals, and mainly copper.
Okay.
Anything else?
We shouldn't. No, yeah. Crap.
Yeah. Okay.
I actually need to make my circles test to find Harris.
Right.
I forgot about that.
You can choose either to do that or to get rid of your angry.
Yeah, that's right.
So Copperwood.
No, I want to complete my goal.
So just give me a second. Like Copperwood also, which is really cool. Like you remember that river that the bridge is coming is over. There's like this big ass waterfall where this river is like coming through, and behind this waterfall actually is Copperwood.
Oh.
Oh no. No. Okay. There's this big ass waterfall, and next to the waterfall there's a really tall tree. But Liam and Marlin, you know from experience like that, behind the waterfall there are all the mines.
Okay. Yeah, and Harris is a miner, right? We did hear that Harris has gone to Copperwood to work at the mines.
Yes.
So Willow needs to find him.
Yeah, so it's an Op2 circuits test.
It is? He's a laborer with no power and he's neutral, right?
No, attitude is not important in this case.
Okay, no power, laborer. Okay, fair enough. I'll totally circle him down. Is anyone going to help me? Circle up, yeah. I'm just going to ask around, really, to try and find him.
Yeah, and then like going into the mines, like looking for him, because he's working.
Is anyone going to help me?
Can I help him with Scout to look around and?
I think you can only help with circles, but you need to add something extra to his description.
Okay, so I will he's asking around and searching in the mines. So what can I do extra?
Or maybe just looking around, so you others have like something.
So I could perhaps I could use my knowledge about cartography to get him a map of the mines so he can better search there.
Yeah, you've been there before. You make like a quick sketch so he doesn't get lost.
Yeah, okay.
That's like your circuit type. Sure, that's cool.
I think I'm going to help Willow too. Like gather up some of the mice there, and then hold a small speech. We are looking for Harris, the miner, formerly living in Elmoss. Please, if somebody knows him, like helping him like that.
Okay. So, do I get from both of them?
Yes.
And I succeed.
You succeed.
Yes.
So you
We
find
found Harris.
He's working really hard, and he is like you see, like his heart is melting when he gets the letter, but he's also like really anxious to open it. And as he tells you that he had a girlfriend, and that no one approved in Elmoss of them, and they like the two her family didn't approve, and so the two of them like ran away together. But he tells you that they lost each other, like in the wild. But apparently he like made his she got him a letter that she made it to Ivydale,
Oh.
and yeah, that she made it to Ivydale, and she was like sending it to Elmoss because she thought he might have made it away, and otherwise like people in Elmoss might know where to find him, and she at least like wants to hear from him, and like he's really happy about the letter, but also like unsure on how to proceed now that she knows where she is, because he's actually really happy right now in Overwood.
That actually fits pretty well.
But because we're going through Ivydale to get home to Lockhaven, right?
Yeah, perhaps we can carry a letter from him to her.
Willow, perhaps you should ask him if he wants to go with us to Ivydale. Okay. There's not a lot of opportunities where he can be protected by the guard during his travel.
Yeah, but he could go. He could go with us to Ivydale, I think. Yeah. Was he a harvester before?
He was a harvester before, but
which is great because that's what they do in Ivydale.
I didn't like it as a harvester. I felt like I don't have my powers are just like too big and strong. I always like crushed arms, or like people said I was always in the way and too clumsy, but maybe I can help with pulling cards or something. Like they have cards in Ivydale. Do they?
They will have cards.
Okay, then I would be really, he's like, with all of you, I would be really happy if you could take me.
We could do that. Of course we are going to do that. And I plan to stay a few days in Ivydale.
Me too.
Meeting some old friends there.
I don't think I have friends in Ivydale.
You always have us.
Yeah,
my mom and dad live there.
I will stay with you. So.
His mother, Willow's mother, is in Ivydale. We can visit her as well.
My father is as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So end of session move. Meaning.
Yeah, end of session move. Yeah.
It's like what I call it now, and like everything.
Okay. So what do we do now?
We go over your beliefs and instincts first, and your goal. And acting on your belief, playing your instinct in an entertaining way, or working towards your goal gets your fate point, and accomplishing your goal or playing against the belief earns your persona point. So yeah, like read your belief, instinct, and goal, and then make a case if you think like you did bad or not. And then it's like a table discussion if we are okay with that or not.
Okay.
Like saying, yeah, you didn't do that. It's like, yeah.
Who starts?
You.
I start. Okay.
You start.
My belief is, depending on others, will you get killed? Well, I guess I was proven wrong because we really did work together, and it did somewhat help. So perhaps my belief is not that correct.
So you want to change it because like you started out playing it in the beginning like not taking any help in pathfinding, but
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
like really fast like go so okay like you actually went and got a map to help out Willow.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, is that enough for playing against the belief? Yeah,
Well,
no,
he didn't rely on he
like
didn't rely
yeah,
on me or anyone
yeah.
else for the entire session, but he
Yeah,
totally
I
played to
think
the
like
belief.
if you had made a bigger deal out of it, like saying, okay, like he's my patrol and he's my friend now, so I help him.
Yeah. Okay.
I think so. Then you could have like gotten a persona point for playing against your belief. But like
But
this, like you did a little bit of both, so nothing
So
really strong.
okay. Okay.
The bet
So
is okay with everyone.
yeah, it's okay. So my goal was to see no harm comes to the workers, and this really did work well. So that gives
Yeah.
me a fate point, right?
No, this is a persona point. Accomplishing your goal is a persona point.
So I'm back up to 1 persona point because I did spend the persona point earlier.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
your instinct?
My instinct is always face the danger. Well, I did jump the Fox Cup, and I
You went through the wild.
I went through the wild, so I guess yes, I did face the danger.
I think so.
So this
Anyone
gives
else got any?
No, I think it's right.
Yeah. So that's a fate point.
that's a fate point. So I'm back to 1 fate and 1 persona.
Marlon?
Okay, so my belief is the mouse guard is about working together. Well, we worked together quite a lot, I think, and we actually managed to fulfill our mission and do everything we wanted to do.
Yeah, and you united all the mouse on a common goal, like to work together for something greater than they would beforehand.
So I think I played on my belief.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Okay, my goal is I will make sure Willow survives his first patrol and returns home unharmed.
If we get home, happened.
Yeah. I think I will fulfill that once we reach Ivydale.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't returned home yet.
Towards your goal.
Ah,
So
okay. Well, I work towards that goal. That depends.
Yeah, he was like in danger and you were like directly, okay, go after him and stuff.
Okay.
Okay. And my instinct is...
And you were like, okay, let's run away from this thing so that my Tinderpaw doesn't get hurt.
Yeah.
So you work towards the goal.
And my instinct is always try to hide when trouble arises. Some of us won't make it otherwise. Well, that was my first instinct once the Fox Cub showed up. And I even preferred to go the other way at first and not through the wilderness. So I think I played out my instinct pretty well as well.
Yeah.
People are nodding in agreement. No one hears it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a fate point also.
Willow.
Yes. My belief. Strength comes from unity. Only through concerted effort will we prevail. I don't know if I played much to it in this session. I didn't do anything much to well I helped whenever I could, but I didn't do anything special, I think.
With whom did you side on the bridge discussion? When he asked you,
I sided with the new bridge.
With the engineer mouse.
Okay, so like with the lone wolf, not with working together with the other mice, like how they always wanted to.
Yeah.
Well, a concerted effort isn't really just always following the pack.
That's true.
Jumping
so
the
but
bandwagon.
Yeah, but you're not making a case for that you really played it so much.
No.
I feel it didn't come through enough.
No, I'm not making a case to have played to it. But I most definitely fulfilled my goal.
Yeah,
To carry and protect the mail.
that's right.
Yeah, you did that.
So I
You
get a
delivered
percent
all
here.
of it.
Even the bonus goal.
Yeah, even the bonus quest. Okay, so my instinct seek help at the first sign of trouble. Well, I did jump behind Marlin at the first sight of the fox.
Yeah, that was the
that's
first
Yeah,
actually
thing.
I kind of really like that.
that was actually the only real trouble that we got.
Yeah,
So, is that a fit part?
yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
I really enjoyed that moment. Actually. And then there is Workhorse and MVP. For MVP who made the crucial role so the control could complete the mission. And Workhorse for the mouse that did like a lot in the background. And I would say Liam for Workhorse for like making all the Pathfinder tests and like making the protective
clearly.
stuff.
Okay.
He brought us everywhere we needed to go.
He was the workhorse, especially because of how he put out all the trails to confuse predators.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yes.
how that worked.
So that gives me what?
That's a persona point.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And probably MVP for Marlin for making the oratory role to convince the workers to actually start working.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
would
was
say.
important. That was the main goal of the mission, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
And does anyone want to say someone for embodiment for role playing in a believable?
Yeah, I want to say David because he really went into the old fur
Leader.
mentor apprentice role.
Yeah.
And that was always his the first thing he responded with. I really like that.
And I really like to scan in the notepad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was great.
That was a lot of fun. That gives a persona point as well?
Yes.
Okay.
What happens to our reduced nature?
It stays like it is, but you can give a prologue next session to reduce tax.
So do I need to know what it was before, or do I just? Okay.
Yeah. What your nature is now 4 or 5 something.
3 or 4.
3 or
yeah.
4.
Okay.
So, one question, Tim.
Yes.
To rank up a skill.
Yes.
How much failures and passes on advancements do you need?
If you have a skill of N, you need N successes and N minus 1 failures.
Okay.
And that's how I increased 2 skills this session because I had them both.
Oh yeah, nice.
I don't advance a skill.
I only did an instructor role this time, but that one failed. Oh no, you got the advancement.
Yeah, but you failed the roll, right?
Yeah, that's why we got hungry and thirsty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's the first session. So the question is, do we want to continue the next session directly after that, or make a time skip and just show where you are in summer?
Actually, I would prefer to do the next session directly afterwards because I think Ivy Dale could be pretty interesting.
Yeah. I mean, the summer session would also be in Ivy Dale. So I had different plans for Ivy Dale. But we could also skip forward. We could also stay there and I do something different and either slide this mission in afterwards or change it completely. So that would totally be okay with me.
I could just go on with the next session in Ivy Day. Do you have 4 persona and 3 fate points?
Between all of you?
No. I'm looking at David.
Yes.
Wow, yeah.
Holy shit.
I haven't spent any. But we hadn't any big conflict this time, so.
Yes. I wanted to specifically have a session with just simple obstacles and no conflict.
I think the roadmap is pretty nice. So
The
next time we
roadmap
just can carry on where we are going to travel and how we discover the territories.
and then we have like a living document of all the stuff you did.
I'm sorry, what are you talking about, the roadmap?
Yeah.
Look in the Google Drive app. It's in the folder as well.
I will just, for people watching, I will...
Oh, roadmap. There. Ah, that's actually pretty nice.
So
I didn't
because
realize you did that.
you can put notes down and stuff like that.
Oh,
Okay, so... is this okay now? Yes.
Yeah, and you can actually comment on objects. So the letters, you could actually right-click and press comment, and then you can write a comment to that letter.
So that just so you know, we
Exactly. We can do that.
We have to map, and then there's Lockhaven here where you started, and then there's written down where you delivered all the mail. Oops. And the bridge, and your travel, and stuff like that. So once we are finished with this campaign, it will be like full with stuff, but everything will like serve as a reminder of what happened, and then you can just like take the fox and like make it really tiny, just as a reminder.
We could set a link under the YouTube video.
Yeah.
A view-only link, if possible.
Okay, so...
Okay. So that's it for today?
Seems so. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for a fun session.
It was a bit rough in the beginning, but it got smoother, I guess.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I was like really in the mindset of the last one shot we ran, and I was forgetting that you're not as comfortable with the rules. I will try to be better about that.
Yeah, but we had to learn.
Learning by doing, just like a Tinder poll.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, just like a Tinder poll. And I increased 2 skills. That's amazing.
Nice.
In one session. Well, okay, my fighter was 1, so I just needed that 1 success, and the fox rolled poorly. So.
Okay, so we'll go off air now. And
bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.